Welcome to This Thing's Got Problems. I'm Eric, and the thing that has problems today and this for the next 7 years is this C10 right here in all the rot. If you missed the last episode, we took care of that side off camera because, just cause. And then this side, we're going to do step by step on how to take it all apart and drill things out and, evaluate, see what you need. Last week, we did some measuring to see where the holes should be when we put everything back together. Because you always want to keep track of your holes, because if they get they're the only ones you got. You got to take care of them. Okay. We have extra holes though, which is part of the problem. Some natural, by the way, environmental issues, water, and so on. And then others with bullets. Two of them, in fact, big ones like had to have been like a 45. I don't know, but they're massive. And that's how long this has been spun around in the garage. I never really looked and paid attention. But yeah, those are two big honking bullet holes that we're going to fix today. I'm also going to show you what happened here. I cut the rest of the rocker out while, you guys are off having fun, enjoying yourselves. And I got this body mount railroad spike out. Because that's, well, as you can tell, there's not much left over. $100 LMC. You can get the whole body mount kit for the cab, so that'll be all right. But we're going to focus on, little patches today. I ordered all this. All that I ordered, that is coming from Auto Metal Direct, probably Monday, which is great for doing a video, today on a Saturday. Nope. That's why we're going to cut some holes out and patch it with some metal and give you a little idea of what's going to happen with that for the parts that aren't just pre-made. And if you don't, I don't need a full floor pan. It's 2 bullet holes. We can manage that. The problem is they go like that, so you can't just fill the hole. I'm thinking just cut the square out and then put a new square in. Sure, seems like a plan or something. I ordered the hinge pillar, the lower bit. We're going to go from about here down because it's gone. This was cut out by the last owner. I don't know what his plan was exactly, because most of this wasn't good either. But this was in the 90s, so maybe at the time it was. I don't know. But the problem is she's gone. So I ordered that, and that goes, they give you a piece that's about this big. Or maybe this is the piece I already had, actually. That might be the case. Either way, there's a new piece going in here. And, oddly, this is not nearly as bad as that was over there. That was just disintegrated. All that looked like this. Whereas this kind of, it's thin. So I'm probably going to go up to great. I don't want to go over this. I'm going to leave the dent. That's fine. Patina truck. So I'm going to probably cut around there-ish to make sure. 'Cause from the inside you can see, some nastiness. But not as bad. I ordered this floor piece that comes up to about here. I'm not going to use most of it here, but I might do one of these towards, and then up here, where by the kick panel, common area, this is all gone, and that piece comes up to here-ish, I believe, if I can remember. Yeah, something like that. Now, this is probably what I'm going to work on today. This, I'm not sure, because I think when I get the kick panel at least cut out, because this is questionable up to about here. So maybe not worry about filling the hole. Maybe I might just take a whole square out when I do the rest of that. So we'll do that today, right there. And yeah, it'll just be, it's a simple little patch panel that anyone can do anywhere, really. Because I'll have to do one here eventually. And we're going to shave that eventually. So, empty trailers, loud as hell down this road. So it's a thing that you can pretty much do anywhere you got rust. We're just, this is hillbilly rust, I guess, is what we're going to fix. All right, so we are not going for precision here. This is, it's just, get it out of there. Snake. If you know, you know. So these holes, you can't leave them. It's kind of funny. Like, haha, I got a bullet hole. That's big enough to blow wind Right up your undercrackers. Can't have it. I suppose you can just throw some seam sealer in the hole. I guess. Doesn't make for a great video though. Overshot it. Eh, what you gonna do? All right, so we're gonna take this and transfer it to some metal. Hot still. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that because it's funny. We're gonna find ourselves some of the finest rusty scrap metal, and I'm just gonna trace it and cut it out and stick it in there with heat. Cool. Go for the least amount of cuts possible. Of course. Milwaukee marker has entered the chat. Try this again. This clamp actually came with the truck. It's just in a box. Stuff. Aw. Excuse me, y'all. And we're back. And aim the sparks towards your paper. Mm-hmm. Right. Left it a little bit bigger to enclose, the grinding where that takes extra material away. So maybe this will close it back up. I don't know. Let's find out. A little trimming here and there. I got earplugs in and can't hear myself talking. I got one of these magnet deals underneath down there to keep it from falling through, because that's what it will do. And I think that's good. I don't know. Maybe I can do a little bit more. Woo! Almost lost it. Maybe I think I can do a little bit more trimming, give it kind of a bit of a gap for the weld to go through. You don't want it like right on it. You want to, you want a little space for it to get to the other side. So let me do that, and then wow, that just maybe pound that flat a little bit. I don't know if I can even get anything in there. Bullets, man, they do some damage. Who knew? Yeah, got it trimmed up, and I think it's time to weld. That's it. I mean, it's good enough. I'm gonna do, as I said before, seam seal everything, and then Dynamat and tar and all kinds of stuff. I'm coating everything and everything, so we're never ever ever gonna see this. What's super convenient about this garage is, yep, these freaking posts, man. It's times like this you wonder, is there any gas left? Let's find out. Oh, good. Half a tank, maybe? Keep this where it starts on fire. Maybe just flash. Why are you flashing? And there you go. Bullet hole's gone. Metal's flat. I mean, that's all. That's just going to hold on to the seam sealer better. So that'll be fine. And this is, again, it's rust hole repair. Or redneck rust hole repair. We're not going for pretty. We're not going for body work here. That's going to be under a carpet and under Dynamat and under everything. So, I mean, up here, you would definitely, if you wanted to get rid of this antenna hole, which we are, you would want to spend more time on that. And it curves, so this will be interesting because I'm not good at this. So that'll be fun to learn. But, stuff like this, who cares? Cut it out, do that. Just throw some metal in there. Got a spot over here. It's fine. Just who cares what it looks like? Not going to see it. Just get it solid again, right? I guess the point to all this being, you can do this. It's just rust repair. It's just small holes. Even if it's big holes, it's just the exact same thing, bigger. And if it's so bad you need a patch panel, it's the exact same thing. You're just not cutting out the metal. You're just putting in the bigger panel. That's it. You can do this. And I would recommend, especially now, then the next month or two, Eastwood usually starts running some crazy sales. That 140 MIG welder I got for like half off. Go through Instagram, by the way. They have deals on their website. And then there's also a social media deal, which, I found out, of course, 2 days after mine came in, that I could have gotten another $50 off. So watch for that. If there's a link through Instagram, at least it was last year, go through Eastwood that way. And that little MIG welder, that thing kicks ass. And I'm on normal, I'm not on like a 210, 220, 210, whatever. not on a big line. This is just a garage with like a 30 amp breaker. The thing's kicking ass so far. Yeah, there you go. What's next? I guess I'll show you. I spent time last week getting this out. That was welded in. Just grind it and then, take a big impact to it and hope. So that worked. But I got to drill all these out. And I'll probably do this off camera because it's just more of what you saw last week. It's just drilling holes and cutting. So I need to get to the supports, which should look like that, all in. See how it's not, see how it's solid, like it's not see-through in any kind of way? Sorry for the bad lighting, but that is not the case down here. You could just tetanus. That's what you'll get. So I'm going to take all of this out. The whole thing is bad. The other side I was able to cut and splice onto, this is bad. So this has to come away from this, and I got to get the floor out, which I got to do anyway. So this is the next project. And it is supposed to get crazy hot here for the next week. So I'm going to see what I can do today. There is no guarantee how far I'm going to go before I decide it's beer or bourbon. Beer or bourbon? Bourbon 30, probably for today. But I'm going to try to get that out and expose what's left of that support and get ready to do that because I want to try to change things not all at once like I had to do on the other side and then measure and hope everything goes where it's supposed to go. Keep everything, like if the truck came in and you only had to replace the one thing, let's figure out how to replace the one thing and not cut everything else out in the meantime. Right? Makes sense to me, does it? And that's what I'll be doing next time. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that good stuff and hanging out and following along as we go with this epic pile of tetanus right here and the other things. I think that's about it. Is that all I have? Yes, it is, Eric. I think that's all you have. So you should probably stop talking now. Okay, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.